Hello and welcome to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Damon Bruce, and what a day it should be. One of the league's great traditions, it's the NBA All-Star Game. Here to call the action, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back with more at halftime.
A special day for basketball fans across the world, the All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan for 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the West All-Stars, Steph Curry's out there with Paul George. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Davis at the 4. And for the East, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. We've got Antetokounmpo. Tonight, we'll see him work to establish that all-important presence under the glass. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot.
Just a fun event to see so much talent here assembled in one place.
Well, it's really one of the reasons this weekend is such a fun time for the fans and really all of the NBA players involved as well. You know, it's always such a big to-do, a major event, a big-time happening every time the All-Star Game comes to town. Cities vie to host a big show, and it's a big boom to the local economy.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, it's one big celebration. I mean, there's always that buzz in the air every time the All-Stars gather to play.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951. A lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
The shot's good from LeBron.
A lot of great stories for all of these players, but he's definitely been one with a standout season, Clark.
You know, Steve, I've loved watching his tenacity. He's had a clear sense of focus. He's brought his A game on a consistent basis, night in and night out. I mean, he's been a huge factor for this team this season.
And when the players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, you know, they've just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment, but for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves.
That's good.
Well, the All-Star Game deep is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
They set the screen. It's Curry with the drive. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, as you'd expect, not much defense being played.
Yeah, that's one for the fans. I mean, the fans want scoring. That's what they're going to get tonight.
Durant, no good. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
If Coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let any of it come out. He said it was for the fans, and even though he's in charge of the best players in the NBA, his only coaching advice was to go out and have fun. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. West All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
That doesn't go either for Durant. And the West All-Stars with possession. Here's Curry. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Now the pass to Butler. Outside for Durant. Steps back and fires. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Butler with the block. Harden outside. And George with the block. Pass to Davis. Kicks to George. LeBron James on the wing. Sinks the triple. LeBron's got 6 points.
Well, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Here's Harden. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. The offensive rebound. Goes up again. In deep. Davis drops it in.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And the West All-Stars have possession. LeBron passes to George. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Harden's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. The three from George. Gets it to go. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
George has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Butler dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. The West All-Stars pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And George, here we go. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. George has got 5 now.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of man, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
These All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And here is Curry. Outside, George. Back to Curry. Tipped. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. The Clown with the block. And they get it back. The dish now to Butler. The 3 ball. Can't hit. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Curry kicks to Davis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 8 points for Anthony Davis. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
You got to love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
It's Durant with the drive. And it's good.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. LeBron passes to George. Back to LeBron. Outside, George. There's the 3. That's good. George has got 8.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the 3-point line? Come on.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They lead by 7 on the wing, George. LeBron. Another miss by LeBron.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening. That never gets old. I love seeing that type of athletic play.
Yeah, I agree with you. And if any of you viewers at home missed the dunk contest last night, just soak up a few of these slams like that.
Outside, George. Here's the 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through. That's one of the better jams you'll ever see right there.
Yeah, you know, some guys come out the high fly or some of the bigs, and they just say, hey, I'm going to throw it down with authority tonight. I love that attitude. Nothing wrong with it in my book. He
feeds it to George. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for George.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
For three, Durant. It's rebounded by the West. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. And they double him up with LeBron. Here's Pounds. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
That drops.
You know, they've been doing an excellent job, Kevin, on the offensive boards here, keeping the ball alive and then converting those second chances when they get it.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Outside, George.
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Offensive rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, already some highlight reel plays.
Yeah, they're playing at a nice tempo right now, Clark, giving the fans a show. Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Fires from deep. The West All-Stars pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
Tatum, covered by LeBron. Here's the pick. And the 3-ball is good. And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a 5-point game. It's George on the wing. Shoots. Buries the jump shot. George has got 12 points in the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Number 43. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Seems like he's got more floor burns than just about any player in the league because he will dive head first after any loose ball. No regard for personal safety.
And here's another thing about him, Steve. Every time he gets his hands on the ball in the backcourt, he's a one-man fast break.
Here's Morant. Off target with his 3. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The West All-Stars have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. First one falls for him. He's off on the second. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Levin. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West. The East All-Stars shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good from Levin. And the West All-Stars with possession. 3-point lead. Dishes it to Lillard. Takes the 3. Good. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Tatum. From down in the low post, it goes.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Lillard with it. Lillard, right side. Makes good on the step back jumper. Lillard's got 5 now. Lillard's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point game. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Lane.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Tatum. Rejected by Gobert. Back to Lillard. Here's the feed to Davis. All sorts of time. And a little off that time, but it drops. And now it's an 8-point West All-Star lead. Tatum is guarded by Davis. This one for 3. They get it back. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Vucevic has got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Number 43 flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Back to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. And the pass to Levin. Trains the 3-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Back to Lillard. Here's Doncic. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves, has so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch. Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Tatum. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Pass to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Tatum. No good. That would have tied it.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 5. Number 43. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like the foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The West All-Stars making a switch here.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
Back to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum gets it to go. He has 6.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Lillard misses. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Down low, deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. And he uses the glass on the way. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Here's Hooker. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Offensive rebound. Jukic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Passes to Levin. The tray. That one goes. Covered. 14 points for him.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Ingram passes to Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 11 points.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through, and that's not something they should get away from.
Lillard's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He dishes it to Vucevic. Drops in the layup for 2. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Lillard gets the screen from Davis. Takes a 3. And the basket by Lillard. 14 points for him. 7 seconds left in the first half. Tatum. Oh, he makes it in a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. That's large to end the half. That 3 ties it up, and they'll go to the break still neck and neck.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And on one of the great nights of the NBA season, welcome to the All-Star Game and the halftime report here on 2K Sports. The East All-Stars are battling hard in this one. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. James Harden has been locked in so far. After 2, he's got 10 points and 3 rebounds as well. For the West All-Stars, also a strong start. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They've piled up the second chance buckets. A tremendous first half for Damian Lillard. He's got 14 points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Third quarter just around the corner, so let's get on back out to Kevin and the crew.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And a great first half of basketball it was.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see if they can take it up a notch here in the second half.
LeBron kicks to George. Here's Jukic. Puts up the baby hook. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler on the way. Back to Harden for the lead. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's...
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. And it's just been a parade to the rim. I mean, dunk after dunk, throw down after throw down.
The crowd's loving it. This is exactly what they came to see.
Westbrook up top, guarded by Curry. Oh, and that's jammed by Westbrook.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. They're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw no good for Westbrook. Drawn right side. Beyond the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Durant hits them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Curry kicks to George. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
And it's Butler missing. Here comes Stephen Curry. Kicks it out to LeBron. Here's Jokic. And off the glass. That one's good. He has 6.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Antetokounmpo passes to Westbrook. No good from Durant.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
He kicks to George. He passes to LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Good on the shot. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Curry kicks to Davis. Westbrook with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
LeBron outside. Defended by Butler. LeBron dishes to Curry. George. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Westbrook passes to Harden. And they come right back with their own 3-point. Harden's got 13.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Davis kicks to Curry. George trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. Outside Butler. Launches it. Shot is off.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
They get it back. Outside for George. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Durant for the lead. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And George, here we go. James. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
The West All-Stars making a switch here.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
And here's Harden for three. West All-Stars with the rebound. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. George fires, and he overshot that one, missing. Stevie talked about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In the All-Star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
Here's Townsend, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He's got 8.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
George with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for George. 19 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
The East making a switch. Grant's checked in. And here are the East All-Stars now. A 2-point game. Harden dishes to Simmons. Feeds to Grant. Fires for 3. The West All-Stars pull it in. And there's the pass to Williamson. And good on the basket. Hook it. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Harden outside. Kicks to Simmons. It's stolen by Curry. And here's the fast break. And that one is hammered home.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Westbrook passes to Antetokounmpo. How's that for an answer? Back with the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
East All-Stars game team.
1:31 left to play in the third. Outside, George fires it up. And the jumper falls for him. George has got 23 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Gets the bucket.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Curry with it. He has 6. LeBron outside. He lobs it up.
That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
.59 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, it never fails. It seems like there's always a point in every All-Star game where the players kind of pick it up a bit. They ratchet up that intensity. Pride kicks in, and I think this is that moment.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the West All-Stars?
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second-chance points they've been able to get.
Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by Grant. And for the winner, Steve, of this game, there is some prize money involved.
Well, there's always some pride involved. Prize money and pride. And I think that's why by the end of this game, you'll see the intensity really picking up. Both teams want to win. And yeah, that extra check makes a little difference. You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Inside.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. And Simmons kicks to Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
And The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Grant outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's LeBron outside. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. The East All-Stars on offense. They trail by 6. On the wing, Harden. Three-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the East All-Stars. Ingram defended by Simmons. And here's LeBron outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And that one misses. Grant is checked in for the East. Good on the second free throw.
One out of 3 at the line just doesn't cut it. He's lucky to have made it a 2-possession game.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least. That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Now George. Pass to LeBron. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Antetokounmpo. And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. Back to Harden. Carries it from 3-point range. Harden's got 24.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting the shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
To tie it up. That is good. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
George fires. The shot misses. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Westbrook kicks to Harden. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Ingram. Outside, George. LeBron James on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
The dish to Grant. Lays out.
Western All-Stars ball.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. And the West All-Stars have possession. George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the right iron.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Count the bucket. 30 points for Paul George.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jokic, defended by Antetokounmpo.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Tatum. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose.
Oof, boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
No good from Ingram. And here's Westbrook. Curry with the steal. From the arc. but they recover it.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
And that is good.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
No, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter. Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And that one falls for Westbrook. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in, and both free throws good for Westbrook. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They trail by one. Outside, George. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the limit. On to Tacumbo. He's got 12 points here in the second half. Now here's Curry. Outside, George to the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
The East making a switch. Durant's checked in. He's with the ball. They lead by 1. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Curry, here we go. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
On to Tacumbo, guarded by Curry. The 3 from Harden, and the basket good. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, he's lighting it up from long range this half, really taking advantage of the defense.
Curry passes it to LeBron. Back to Curry for 3. He feeds it to Davis. George. And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
Now the East All-Stars with it. A 2-point game. It's Durant with the drive. The 11-footer. Durant with another miss. And so here are the West All-Stars. And George kicks to Davis. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Durant with another miss. Curry dishes to Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Harden kicks to Butler. And he drops it in from the low post. Timeout call here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
LeBron James on the wing. Dishes it to Davis. Oh, good on the 3.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Durant with another miss.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
The 3 from LeBron. Gets it to go. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
For 3, Durant. Durant with another miss.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
From deep, George. Good. Now it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Bart, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up. And he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
LeBron passes to Davis. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by the West.
Now, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember. He's giving the fans a show right now, Clark, letting it loose on the rim that time.
Yeah, you can't overlook the fact there's not too much resistance, and I think that extra freedom lets some of the guys really push the limit on the dunk meter.
Westbrook kicks to Antetokounmpo. Money!
Look at the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
Curry dishes to LeBron. Outside for Curry. Outside, Davis. Now the feed to George. Second chance shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. That's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home for the rest of the season.
Of course, nobody's too worried about the outcome in this game. They're just happy to have played it.
And we're happy to have brought it to you. So for Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching and good night, everyone.